President William Samoei Arap Ruto is the king of lies. We can totally agree with this particular thing because mi sijaipata mwanaume anadanganya hivi bwana. Hey, he lies every the time, and that's why I have come up with these particular greetings that say Ruto lies all the time, and you say all the time Ruto lies. You guys, my guys, be my guest. This is Eve Media Kenya, the #1 online TV. Remember to like, subscribe, and share. My good name is Anthony Jenka. Let us dive into our very good conversation for today. Today we are all going to discuss about what is happening for this particular few days we have been here. So, you guys, my guy, I have seen President Ruto visited Kisumu. Was it yesterday? Or we can just call it the other day. So you guy, my guy, President Ruto went there and he was welcomed, like a hero. I have to say this, but each and every person that agrees to do something with Raila Amolo Odinga, in whichever way, may it good, may it be bad, he is always received like a hero when he goes to travel in Kisumu. I don't know why. You can't just really imagine that, is it 2 months ago, those were the same people who are chanting everywhere in the streets that Ruto must go, Ruto must go, Ruto must go. And the way they changes their tune very fast, I think, come on, Kenyans, we can do better. Uh, It is not that each and every time you look at politicians and whatever they tell you to do, you keep learning to do that particular thing. It is not wise. Use your common sense. Or maybe you can try to think harder. You guy, my guy. It's such a fantastic vibe. Today here comes the weekend and we have a lot of things to discuss about. Suddenly, there was this particular tragic accident that happened yesterday at the Raka Nithi Bridge, but it is famously known as the Nithi Bridge. Mtu wangu wa power, we have been talking about this particular bridge for a while, for a long time, saying the same thing one time and again, and it makes me feel so sad, majorly, because this particular bridge need to be redone again. There is no road signs, and looking at the infrastructures at that particular road, you just feel scared for your life. Have you traveled to that particular area, and when you are, and you remember, this is where thousands of Kenyans lose their lives each and every time. I can generally say it doesn't mesmerize your heart, but you become so sad and look like, oh my God. So people always lose their life in this particular bridge, and the government is doing nothing to it. You become so frustrated. But here comes 2027. Na mi huanga nawambia each and every time, when you go to vote, use your common sense. Don't use your heart. Don't use your emotions to choose a leader. Go out, vet all of them. It doesn't matter who is he to you, even if he is your father, your mother, your sister, your brother. It doesn't matter. We need a better Kenya, and we need better leaders. But we can be able to do this by having that particular candid conversation, candid talk, and talk what we are going through. We don't only want leaders for them to give us bursaries. Like, for example, when it comes to bursary, I always bash a lot of Kenyans. You know it. I bash you each and every time, saying, okay, you just love how MPs distribute bursaries to you. You love it, and you sometimes you just grab to them and say, oh my God, they have given us bursaries. It is good. But let me take you a while back. Maybe your mindset is not working so properly. Look at this particular. I am going to put it like this. It is like a vision to you. And if there is a member of parliament who is watching and he uses his common sense or her common sense, you can go and propose this particular bill. What is the need of giving people bursary? Instead of giving people bursaries, make education free of charge. It doesn't matter it is for the rich nor the poor. Make it universal. That's why we are lagging behind as a country. Kenya is a very beautiful, good, phenomenon, vibrant, outstanding. You can call it the best of the best words out here. But what keeps us lagging behind each and every time? It's corruption and bad policies. And when it comes to corruption, it is due to these particular bad policies. If you put those particular funds of education and make education free and universal to all, no one will ever come out here and complain about bursaries. No one at all, at all. I'm going to promise you that. No one. In fact, majority of us, we don't like those particular. Then you see a member of parliament coming out just bragging and saying this, saying that, you know what? I distributed bursaries to these thousands, and then you take photos and videos and put them on the internet, blogging everywhere, yeah? Like a lion. you know you tend to see yourself like a lion or like a hare, because hare is wise, isn't it? But you are not wise. You are a fool. You are a fool. If you could come with these particular good policies, make education free and make health free of charge, we don't need a lot of things. We can do the rest onto ourselves and make us to pay tax and make use of that particular tax. Look at this particular scenario. It is like I'm setting this particular agenda, but Kenyans, bear with me. I'm setting this particular agenda with good faith for the Kenyans. But it is out of our topic for today, because we tend to gossip a lot. But today we are having that particular, the best discussion ever. And you will tell me if you like it or not. But whether you like it or not, we will continue building this channel together. So you guys, my guys, here it is. Look at this particular picture where we have a very beautiful country where you are being given good roads. There is garbage collection, so that could make our country very clean. So you are going to pay to the government garbage collection fees. You see? Then there is good electricity. That particular money that you pay to KPLC, it's going to the government. You are going to get free water, but are not meaning free water. You have to pay. So, but the same particular money you are saying to the government, you are going to get free Wi-Fi. So, but not free. So you are going to get that particular money to the government also. What else? I have touched on water. Then you are going to get some things free of charge, like universal coverage. Anything, you can be treated anywhere, and you are going to pay nothing because you always pay your taxes. Have you getted me? And then we come with these particular plans to make sure that our money is safeguarded and everyone would be happy. If I have Wi-Fi, that is internet, if I have internet, good water, good health, good education, you have good electricity, that is, we can call it a light or lightings, whatever you want to call it, but I think it will work magically good for us all. I don't know, But if that particular idea doesn't work, Kenyans, you need to implement it. Sell that particular idea to your future readers so that we can have a very good country. You know, I dream of a very beautiful country, a very good country that takes care of its own citizen. You know one thing about Kenyans, we really comes together when we need each other. But when it really matters the most for you to make that particular decision, we terribly fail. We have never gotten it right. We always make sure that, you know, we are good side, we are having a very good and large pocket. They call it, bulaki ya mfuko iko sawa, everything else is collected, it's just moving nicely and swiftly. You know, that's it. So let us move out of that particular discussion. So I was talking about the Arakanidi Bridge. So this particular bridge, it is a blind spot. It is a black spot instead, guys. It is like that particular, you know, that particular other roads where there is this particular, you know, there is bad roads everywhere, and the government is silent about it. But if I can clearly remember, before this particular government got into office, we had those particular plans to make better infrastructure. There was money allocated to these particular budgets. You know, there was a lot of things that were on the plan of making our country better in terms of infrastructure. But what happened when this particular regime got into power? They changed everything. They termed it as a zero. What did Mother Kome call it? I wanted to put that particular paraphrasing that particular, you know, theme today. He said that it was a wild goose chase. So, and saying that everything that was in plan was just to lure money from Kenyans. Who are we? We supported it and said, because you have a good plan that will work for our country, continue with it. You guys, my guys, we were not ready for it. Let me tell you, we were not ready for this, because when President William Samoei Ruto entered into power, whatever we saw, it was terribly bad. It was bad idea. I can't generally call it. It was a disaster. You can't imagine this? No, it was not cool at all. This particular time, we were paying the heavy price of just voting crossing your eyes. Oh my God. I can't imagine that we messed this up. I can't imagine. We were promised heaven, but what our president gave us, it is hell, hell, hell. But you know, another good year, 2027, is coming, and no one should be bitter to the president. Everyone should be bitter that he made the bad decision at that particular time, because we cannot pretend to come out and say that we were not being warned. There was this particular guy, the former president, Emeritus Uhuru Muigai Kenyatta, just went out on the streets and said, you know what? Don't trust this particular body. I have been with him for the longest time. I know his tricks. He promises everything, but when you give him what he wanted, he is out on the streets doing opposite of. And do you know that our president, that is William Ruto, now he is a good tourist. I think he has traveled to the most parts of the world, everywhere. I there was this, but at the now he has reduced, because we went out the streets and we fought for this, and you are saying no, it is not okay. We cannot be doing this. You know, we said it for ourselves. But you know what, guys? At the start of this particular year, our president, very good, able president. But sometimes I tend to think that he doesn't actualize what he says. So he was traveling to each and every country that it alleged to a certain particular time, whereby majority of the time, oh no, I wanted to say majority, it is not major. I have a buddy called Major, so don't worry about that. You guys, my guys, you have to enjoy the show. You have to go with the vibe, you know. But each and every time I tell you, subscribe, because there is good content. It's on the way. But you are just saying, oh no, oh no. Just subscribe and share this particular video. It doesn't cost you so much, because I'll be educating more people out there who doesn't have a clue of what is happening. And also on the other side, I'll be giving you gossip of each and every trending moment, and nothing will remain unstayed. No, no, no. Everything will keep going forward, because we are here to build the brand. My good name is Anthony Jenga, and this is Eve Media Kenya. But before that, there was a story that we were going with. So it leads to this particular time where our own president, the moments that he has been in our country, it is so much less than the time he is outside. And he is not outside doing anything. He is outside doing nothing but traveling and seeing the very beautiful pancakes, seeing the different types of chicken being cooked, you know. Nothing much to talk about him. No developments. Kenyans are just struggling. Usually, the work of the president is to head the country into the correct and the right direction. But I think we are getting the opposite of that. Later, sooner than later, there comes a dialogue, there comes, those particular shenanigans. Who cares about that? Because personally, I don't care. It is now our time to talk, our time to speak the truth, our time to tell our side of the story. Because, no one was telling at that particular time. No, 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 no. No, don't lie to yourself now. And if you are watching this particular video from another different country, you love about Kenya. Kenyans, we are so good, but sometimes we make those particular terrible mistakes. And now we are paying the heavy price. Ladies and gentlemen, I'll not be teaching you everything. I'll not be here to guide you in whatever way you want to go. But I'm going to tell you this here. If you are a youth, if you are a Kenyan person who will be of age to vote coming 2027, make the right choice. Make the right choice. Don't fail us this particular time. No, 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 no. Don't. Imagine you don't. Don't. Go out, take your IEBC card, register as a voter, take out your IDs, that is identity card, be ready to vote and be ready to change this particular country. And not changing, but changing for better. You know what? This is it. I have been saying that I'm here to change their life stories, and also I am also here to entertain, but sometimes it is good to talk what is happening. You guys, my guys, there is a fire that happened, I think on the awakening of today, or was it on Thursday? I can't remember clearly, but there was that particular fire happening to the same place. It was a furniture. Is it a furniture or a furniture? I don't know how to pronounce it very correctly, but bear with me. So our workshop, furniture workshop, or generally I can just call it a timber workshop. Okay, whatever, man, maybe you understand that there is a particular shop that burned last year. and it was rebuilt. Now it burnt down again. Does that make sense to you? How can a same building burn two times? Here comes a good answer to that. Maybe that particular guy want the insurance to pay him because maybe he had made a terrible loss. It's another kind of business because people out there tend to play games with insurances. Yeah, it happens. Or it was just careless mistake. But how comes it is a careless mistake for the second time? How? Surely. You know, should I give you this particular story or do a whole particular video about how insurance companies tend to make losses instead of making profits? Oh my God. Hey, I can't believe that. Hey, you know, anyway. Tell me if you want us to make that particular video of how insurance companies tend to lose billions of Kenyan shillings, billions of dollars to investors and to individuals through those particular. It is secret. I can't just call it a secret, but you know what? It is not the end. We have come to talk about what is happening in our country. So that particular, I don't know what happened, but I tend to think it was a careless mistake, or probably he wanted the insurance to pay him good money. Good money, cool money, because now maybe he thought or she thought that she or he could be smiling on his way to the bank. But you know what? You never knew. You never knew. You guys, it has been an awesome time, a good conversation from I. I always tell you that my good name is Santra Ijenga and this is Eve Media Kenya, the number one online TV. Remember to like, subscribe, and share. Until the next one, guys, adios. Remember to like, comment down below, and you tell me, do you want a part 2 of this particular conversation? See you in another one.